Hey, I'm HPCrazy and featuring Dr. Pink. And today I'm gonna talk about extreme or extreme style, and it's not more than words. I think it was something like that. It's more about that song, Get the Funk Out. Kind of that style as this funk rock thing. I'm gonna show what I mean. That's much cooler. Yeah, something like that. Not that extreme maybe, but I give you some ideas how you can really sound cool on a track like that. And a few tricks, and when you know those, you're pretty much prepared to get the funk out. Now let's first check out the riff. I now, just to show it for you, I put the distortion level down a little bit, that you don't have that noise on the track, which disappears when you're playing in the sound, just as you can hear. This is normal when you have high gain distortion, but it has to be set on high gain distortion. But now, just to show it, I put a little bit lower distortion level. So the track is in D, so we play, slide up C5 to D5. And important is the damping technique here. See. Then we make this little. We have to make the upper power chord in 8, 7, 6, 5, and then comes F5 to G5. And first time it's followed by a single note line. And if you can, add a pinch harmonic at the end is 3, 5, 3, 5. So first part is a little bit like this. That's the main riff. It's a little bit difficult for me to play like this because the guitar is in an uncomfortable position now. Now, second time we play again, pretty similar. But now we play without a single note line. Then again, first line. And now we ended up on B5, C5. And that's the entire thing. Now I switch on high gain and play to the track. So let's go. Good. So that's the riff. Now let's check out the lead guitar. That one is can be very demanding if you want, of course. Now we take a high gain sound setting, so high gain on 10 on maximum, some compression at the beginning of the effect row. That's why we have a lot of additional noise here, but that really disappears when the sound is playing. A lot of delay. Now what we're gonna play on such track. We could play normal D minor pentatonics. For showing a switch of the delay off. But better is when we play, and that really fits great on that track, we play Dorian mode, which Nuno Bettencourt, that's the guy playing in the band Extreme, did. And it's very good when you know the D Dorian mode in 3-note per string scale. So that would be like this. I'll show you without this noise. 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 9 with this fingering. See, works very great. Or play up here in the position. Well, I think I prefer this one here. Starting here, but actually the lowest note will be here, the C, which is not the root note, but because that is pretty similar to the D minor pentatonics, but still not the same. But there's 3-note per string, but we don't start on the C, we start on the D. So these are the scales basically used, and the important note in the Dorian scale is this one here. This is B is the defining note of Dorian. Or you can even define Dorian more like this, 12, 10. That really sounds great. Or here, down here. I really love this one here. So this is 7, 6, 5. Works very good. Now let's see how that works in the track with high gain distortion. See, what did I do now? I just played the 3-note per string scale, palm muted. And when I come up, I resolve it somehow. Oops. And just resolve it somehow. Or go here up in the 17th. That's very cool, and that's a really great effect. Yeah, sorry. See, now on the second part, I played around this defining note. However, it's also cool when you make kind of lead ring effect. Very cool. Yeah. What is also very cool, on the but that's really for the advanced guys among you, when you play the 3-note per string as sextuplets. with palm muted. So that's pretty fast, and it works better when you go on the neck pickup. And I mean, it's very fast, and somehow you cannot count it anymore. So and you really have to have a good warm up for that. But the main thing on sextals, you play this. So if this is the beat, like this, 1, 2, 3, 6 notes per beat. That's sextals. These are sextals. So in this beat, first you have to have that speed, or here. So here, of course, you have to start here. Or the opposite, you go down. And if it's too fast for you with picking, with legato playing, it's much easier, but pretty dangerous for injuries. So I mean, up it's easier. You just attack the string. And then in this case you don't need to be on the neck pickup. Just attack the string when you change string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and when the sextuple begins, you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3. Or here. Or opposite. It's harder because you have to make pull off. Oops. When it's that speed, it's not too hard, but of course, when we go on max, holy moly, then it's a little bit fast, but it works. Or with legato. Oh wait. Really works. Another great tool on sextals. We might better skip that. Or sweeping licks, and in this case we take the easiest. We play triads, so-called upper structure triads. Since we are D minor Dorian, we play F major triad here, 5, 6, 5, 8. And this is in sextals, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is exactly sextal. The trick is you make sweep like this down. And now you make upstroke, pull off. Upstroke and again upstroke, then again, start again. This is the way it works. So we make, in Dorian make F major, move up to G major, move up to A minor, which will be a 9, 10, 8, 12. To B diminished, 10, 12, 10, 13. So the entire figure will be like this. And somehow resolve it, or you can resolve it earlier if you want. Now it sounds like a classical episode, that slow, But of course, then in sextuple is very, very fast. That's why we have to play it with sweep picking. So that's how it sounds then with holy moly, how I can do it. Well, and also on the neck pickup it works better. Again. Oops, I went out of the shit. Again, so I know, sorry guys, that's a little bit advanced stuff, but you can take it easy. I mean, if you're not so fast to play it over the entire fretboard, you only play a little sequence of a sextuple. Believe me, it works better on the neck pickup. And in between you can play your normal stuff, like, I don't know, let's see. Works pretty well. Yeah, stuff like that. Good. I hope it was not too frustrating for you. The sweep picking is not so hard. Once you have the thing together, with a picking technique of the right hand. That's why it's called sweeping, is just one movement. And the point, I mean, one problem is when you practice slow, you never get the same effect when you play it fast. So you prepare it slowly. And once you think you have the speed together, then try it in sextuple on normal speed. Yeah, I think that's more or less the tips and tricks I want to give it to you today. Try yourself, and if it's too fast for you, at least you have a goal where you can work on. It's pretty hard, but not so hard as you might think. Alright folks, this was my tutorial now. Funk rock, like extreme style or sweeping or sextuple special, whatever you want to call it. And now I'm gonna give an entire impression how you can use that stuff in between. Don't exaggerate. I mean, if you can do it, just some ideas how you make a combination between normal techniques, building it up with the riff, and then getting into the playing, and how that thing works. Of course, it's recommended that you know all positions of the pentatonic and the Dorian scale. So this will be an extra tutorial, but I mean, you find that stuff everywhere on the internet, how to learn all your positions. So let's go. Sextals. Now sweeping. Yeah, stuff like that somehow. Good. That's how the cookie crumbles on that style. You cannot really play that stuff easygoing, otherwise you have no punch, because the riff itself has so much drive and punch, and if you want to play lead over that, you really need to have that really extreme kick on that one. And then if you've really check out Nuno Bettencourt on that solo he played there and get the funk out. Wow, that's a solo, but he mixed up. He did the sweeping with additional tapping, but that's another tutorial now. Yeah, but that's basically how the stuff works on this kind of rock or funk rock thing here. So enjoy it and keep it going.